This course can be done without using Datasmith and instead using standard FBX export, and we will be covering both options. But Datasmith allows you to export your assets from your 3D tool into Unreal with a minimum of effort and conversion woes. So Datasmith does most of the heavy lifting for you, so your work will look as close to identical in Unreal as possible. It also supports a slew of CAD data formats. But before you can use Datasmith, you of course need to install the plugin. So let's go over that process briefly. So here I am inside of the Unreal launcher, and I'm going to go to the library page here. Now currently I'm using version 4.19, and this version has Datasmith bundled with it. So if we click on installed plugins, we can see here that I've got the Datasmith plugin here already. All right, now in the project browser, we can go to New Project. You're going to see a tab here that says Unreal Studio, and we can go ahead and create a blank project. Now, the Unreal Studio project is going to give us access to Datasmith, but you can actually add Datasmith to a project that was built using one of the regular Unreal project templates instead, and I'll show you how you would go about doing that. But let's go ahead and create a new blank project using Unreal Studio. And we'll just call this Data Prep 04. Okay, so here we are inside of our new Datasmith 04 project. And finding Datasmith is really easy because this is an Unreal Studio project. We just look to the top here and there's Import Datasmith file. Import uDatasmith file here. If we do the drop down, we can also see we can import CAD data. And that's as simple as it is. That's the button we'll be using. We'll actually go over this in more detail when we get to that segment, but for now, this is just where it is. You can also go into the file menu and do an import into level, and that will also import uDatasmith files. So we can see here, we've got uDatasmith as one of the file options. Let's look real quick at how you would convert a regular Unreal project into an Unreal Studio project and get the Datasmith plugin. All right, so I have here the example project that you can download for free from the Unreal library. We're just going to go into Settings and then Plugins. If we scroll down, you will find Unreal Studio. Now you'll see here we have the Datasmith CAD importer and the regular importer, but they're grayed out and we can't use them. And that's because this project is not an Unreal Studio project. We can see here the warning. We're just going to go ahead and convert the project and restart the engine. And that's going to give us access to these plugins. So we've restarted Unreal. We'll go back down to Unreal Studio. Now we have access to the plugins. Of course, they're already enabled for us. We'll just go up here and there they are in the top bar. We can import Datasmith files. However, there is one other side to Datasmith, and that is the 3D Studio Max side, or whatever tool you're using, the plugin for that. Let's jump over to 3ds Max and find out where we can access Datasmith. Now, of course, you're going to need to have downloaded and installed the 3ds Max plugin ahead of time. All right, so here we are back in good old 3ds Max. We'll go to File and then Export. We can do full export or export selected. We've got the coffee table selected here. Let's go ahead and just do export selected. And if we scroll down in our Save As type, you'll find Unreal Datasmith there. That's a uDatasmith file. We'll give it a name, coffee table, just a quick name there. Hit Save, and that's going to bring up the Datasmith export options. As you can see, there's not a lot here. We're going to talk more about exporting and importing with Datasmith later, but there you go. That's how you find Datasmith and use it to export. So you're ready to begin your foray into data preparation for Unreal Engine 4. And we'll see you in the next segment where we'll be going over initial setup and organization of your assets.